Overwatch 2 was teased at Blizzcon. People are playing it right now as I'm talking, and boy, should you guys be hyped for this new game. I got a ton of gameplay footage from Blizzcon, so I'm going to break down what's new for PvE and PvP, and all of the sick new features that you might have missed from the opening ceremony. My name is Nate, and welcome to Blizzard Guides. I really quickly want to clarify, Overwatch 2 is a separate game. It's not an update, it's a sequel, a fully fledged new game. Some people didn't know that, so I just wanted to say that really quick. I'm going to show off a few cool moments from the XQC, Seagull, Fran, and Stylosa stream, so huge thanks to them, and go check out their channels linked below. I'm not going to put any commentary on the gameplay, I'll break it down after you watch to get the new action in Overwatch 2. Also, the PvP gameplay I'll put towards the end when I actually talk about PvP.
Let's get it.
We should be safe here for the moment. And this is my place.
We won't have much time. The civilians can't hold out much longer. We need a plan.
Well, that big ship has been pumping out robots ever since it got here. If we can stop it, maybe we can save the city.
Right, then. So we fly up there, smash through anything that gets in our way, and put them out of business.
Ryan
too
is the
serious?
lightest.
You know, we can never tell either.
Brigitte, Genji, keep Null Sector busy, while Mercy and Winston get civilians to safety, and have Echo brings a shuttle. Tracer and May, you're with me. We're getting aboard that ship with our new friend.
The name's Lucio. Welcome to Rio.
I'm going to put the shuttle down at the beach. See you there.
Alright. We never hit level 10 or 20. I think the 25% for burst heal on expert, that's what we need, boys. I think that's it.
Here we go.
It's Null Sector!
Rolled. Another charge here, boys.
There's more null sectors on here.
I like the most HQ bar. Looks really good.
The walls, I stunned them. Right? That was like the thing. Even the UI is different on the ultimate meter as well now.
I think that's the last of them.
We'll need more firepower if we're gonna make it through the city. Supply crate dropping in.
Where's the supply crate? I hope I get crushed. Oh, there it is.
Just the extra firepower we need. Everyone get geared up, and then
Wait,
let's
gear?
hit the street.
Wait, whoa. Healing station, corrosive grenade, armored turret. I got the turret, boys. Okay. I have the turret. Chat,
Everyone ready?
Chat, we're just gearing up.
War
All right,
zone
we're
out
gearing
there.
up.
Whoa! Look up there!
I dropped my turret. Boys. Move him into the wall. Easy stun.
Even Vishkar couldn't mess up my city this badly.
90-second cooldown. Was it 80 or 90? I forget which.
Incoming!
Oh, that's my favorite record job! Damn it, they're wrecking
Holy
the entire
crap.
city.
Not if we can do anything about it.
Okay, so we have loot.
Echo,
We have
see you there?
talents.
We're gonna need
the
a
loot
ride.
is inside.
I'll
Like
land
I just
off
got.
the beach. Meet you there.
Copy that. We're on our way.
Speed boost.
Sounds like trouble ahead.
Oh god.
What's that?
Cutscene. Is that a boss? Raid boss?
Watch out for the obliterator on the balcony!
Null sectors all over the plaza. Let's clear them out.
I think this hammer speed is absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna shield more, I think, in this game mode. Big. Big juice. Oh!
We need to take out that command ship before they tear the whole city apart.
I think I win the heals
So
here.
many of them.
Obliterators here,
Not
two of
just
them.
here. The whole world is under attack. Horror is supposed to stop them all.
I wanna watch all that game by. Oh,
Fight. If we can beat them in Rio, then we can beat them
oh,
anywhere.
Wait. I like the sound of that.
I am seriously injured.
Well, somebody has to test it out, right? Somebody has to be the one to try it. I had to be the one to try it. Right?
Watch out.
Bottom? Oh, I don't like that noise. I don't like it. A lot of damage here. So when I can swing, I can just kill everybody at once. Literally in 3 seconds because of the hammer increase.
The beach is just ahead, but we should be careful.
So we can catch it at the beginning. Cool scenery. Oh, it's like an assembly line. Oh, item over there. See the item?
And look up there. Robot parts.
Yo, Joycer, go get the item.
Making more troops here. It's
Yo,
a
Frank, go
factory.
get there's an
That's
item.
how they're able to keep reinforcing
Over
their
there.
troops on the ground.
My ultimate is charging.
Go get it.
My ultimate is charging.
Hey!
Something to worry about.
Fresh off the assembly line. Come out and face me. I will show you the might of Overwatch.
I did this.
God damn it! Obliterated missile!
I want to customize my ult. Can I?
Skirmishers
Oh!
coming through the
Who
window.
put the shield around? That's fog. Oh, I should probably. Like, I want to abuse my power where I have the reload when I use blink, but I'm not very good at tracer, so I'm blinking random spots. Not knowing. Okay, we're good.
Orbiter's coming in.
Exploded.
Let's give it all we
Change
got.
this. A little bit more.
We did it! The core is destabilizing and causing a chain reaction through the ship.
1 minute 30.
We need to get back to the hangar.
Echo, we need to get out of here before the ship blows.
Don't worry. I'll catch you up on the shuttle.
Don't worry.
Staying on speed, boys.
Sonic
Speed
boost is
boost.
a lifesaver.
Not out of here yet.
Help me get back to the healing station.
Oh, let's break it. Turn.
The speed for no apparent reason.
We have to jump through the window.
I'm in the hangar. Echo's pulling in with the shuttle.
Mission complete.
Made it.
You're going to have to jump.
You had it.
So again, chat, this PC, this stream currently has audio issues. Let you know.
Go. I'll be right behind you.
Is he just flying? Is he going Superman right now? Okay, dude.
Holy.
Okay, dude. Lucio dies!
Cliffhanger.
He's fucking gone, dude.
To start off, this mission is set in Rio de Janeiro. There's going to be story missions from Route 66, Toronto, Rio de Janeiro, Paris, Ilios, and Busan. I don't know if the gameplay shown in this video is the only story mission for Rio de Janeiro. I'm assuming that there's more than one story mission per location. On top of that, there's individual story missions, and it's not clear whether or not those are to unlock heroes, get new abilities, or what, but I do know that there is a ton of new lore for each hero and each region, so get hyped because the cutscenes were so cool. Also, in the first run-through, XQC, Seagull-Fran, and Silosa play through the easy mode, but there is actually an expert mode which they play later on, which actually seemed to be pretty difficult. So I'm guessing that for PvE, like with the Uprising, Retribution, and Storm Rising events, there will be easy, hard, expert, and legendary modes with a globally ranked leaderboard for legendary, so you can now be top 500 in another sick new game mode in Overwatch 2. As far as heroes go, there are 2 new confirmed heroes. There is Sojourn and Echo, which we don't really know all that much about except for their names and a bit of lore for Echo. Sojourn we see in the first cinematic that shows up in the beginning of Overwatch when you first play the game. We don't know anything other than that. Her abilities are shown off a bit in the gameplay trailer, but otherwise that's all the information I have about her. And Echo shows up in that McCree cinematic, but otherwise that's pretty much as far as we know. Next up, there are the ability customizations that you can have per hero that are going to allow you to change the way your heroes work. For Tracer, there's some pretty sick ones, like reloading when you blink or recall, a pulse bomb that does secondary explosions on enemies that get hit from the damage from the pulse bomb, which means you can have this giant chain reaction. You can damage enemies that you blink through and create a vortex where you recall and stun enemies that get trapped in that vortex, and a few others that you can see on screen right now. As far as Reinhardt goes, you can't see the first one, but it's a fire strike that burns enemies over time. Then there's a hammer that swings way too fast that looks pretty sick when you do that, and an amplification field mod that makes your Reinhardt shield work like a Baptiste amplification field, or some others that were shown in the gameplay trailer that I'll show here, like a 360-degree shatter, which is just mind-boggling. For Lucio, which by the way, his eyes look super weird in the gameplay, I don't know what's wrong, but he needs to get something checked out. He's able to play both healing and speed songs when he amps. He can do super knockback by moving towards an enemy faster, and there's this awesome ability that makes him shoot a ton of shots with this gun for each enemy hit by a boop, and more in the gameplay trailer as well. And finally, for Mei, she's got an insta-freeze for enemies that are near her in Cryo, an insta-kill blizzard that kills 200 HP enemies and blizzard, and a super massive blizzard that will freeze enemies without checking line of sight, which sounds super broken, so thank God that that's only in the PvP game mode, or I mean PvE game mode. I can't find good footage of her, so that's why it's only the ability descriptions. Maybe I'll find some last second, so sorry about that. But basically, in the end, each and every hero that you play in PvE and the story missions and the hero missions has a ton of really cool new abilities and features that you can unlock by leveling up each hero on your account. In each of the levels that you might have noticed, there are these little loot crates that add an extra third ability that you can use throughout the missions that will allow you to do cool things like healing fields, grenades, 360-degree shields, turrets, armor turrets, and way more. Each ability has its own level of rarity, which I'm assuming goes common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary, just like the skins in Overwatch, and they don't necessarily come from these loot boxes. There are actually hidden abilities that you can find throughout the map that might have higher rarity, or unseen abilities that are map specific, but as far as I'm aware, there are different rarities and different abilities that are super cool, because they seem pretty necessary to be able to complete the PvP maps, which will be really sick because it does give me distinct Destiny vibes. I also don't know if there's going to be things to unlock to bring in between missions though. I'm guessing that you can probably find some abilities or cosmetic items that are like that, but that's just my best guess as far as it is now. It's only a guess, only speculation. I don't have any information that you don't. One thing that I wanted to highlight really quick is the res mechanics in PvE. You can actually crawl around and try to ask for help, and it seems that resing is pretty fast, which will be pretty handy when you have bots on your team, especially if you're playing on expert, which from the looks of it is pretty difficult. Also, there are checkpoints in this new PvE game mode, and you get 3 attempts, so that might be useful to know if you're not that good at PvE game modes. As far as PvP goes, right now there's not all that much info, but we do have the product page, which shows off 3 new maps, but in the gameplay trailer there is a 4th map, so I don't really know which one is the case, but as far as I'm aware, there are 3 new maps, and some of them are for the new PvP mode, which is called Push, and it's basically tug of war. Both teams fight to push a bot like a payload, and you need to push the bot without being contested. If 2 teams are on the bot, it doesn't move, but if 1 team's on the bot, it pushes in the direction of the enemy, the other team's side. So if you're on blue team and you're pushing it, it goes towards the red side. It's pretty straightforward, and I'm not really sure if I like it, but otherwise it's pretty nice, and the PvP seems to be the same, and there doesn't seem to be any balance patches. You still have the medals, the same UI, the same 222 lock, everything is normal as far as I'm aware. Just a bit of a different UI change as far as I'm aware. We'll probably see some balance changes when Overwatch 2 comes out, but for now, there isn't any changes. And finally, the last thing that I wanted to show off is the new hero looks. I'm gonna let you make up your own decisions about them. I don't really like them. I think they're really weird, but it's just because I've been playing Overwatch for so long and it's weird to my eyes. So maybe you have different opinions on it, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I'm so hyped for Overwatch 2. I cannot wait for Overwatch 2 to get released. I thought I wasn't going to be excited, but after watching that cinematic and the gameplay, I changed my mind. I'm super stoked for Overwatch 2. I didn't actually end up going to BlizzCon even though I got a media pass, so I do want to thank Blizzard for giving me the media pass. I just had things come up and I couldn't afford to get a plane ticket or a hotel or anything like that. I'm a new university student from Texas, so it's kind of far away and it's kind of expensive. So hey, I will just cover it from the comfort of my own dorm. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. My name is Nate, and this was Blizzard Guides.